I've won. Yes, 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 yes. It's Tuesday. Our favourite day of the week, Winston. And he wants me to play this move, doesn't he? And it's not Wednesday, did I say Wednesday? Tuesday, whatever. It's like early week. And it wouldn't be the first round unless I played this move. I think the video is going up on Wednesday. That's why I thought it was Wednesday. Or maybe I just don't have a bloody clue what day it is today. Excuse me. So we're going to wheel out the Kilkenny because it just feels right to do so in round one. And oh my God, we got this line again. Now, we looked at this last week, didn't we? And what did we decide? So we decided that this then knight c3 and e4 might be the best way to try and play against the declined Kilkenny, the Wimps version, when they'd say, no, I don't want to take your pawn. I don't want your pawn. No, no. And this looked all right to me. I mean, the computer, I think, when we run it last week, said that black's a little bit better, but who cares? I've got a pawn on g5. And we got the centre. And we're going to try to develop with the bishop probably coming to e3, because I don't want him to break, and h4. So that seems quite spicy to me. And that's all that we want, is a bit of spice in life. I'm definitely a Vindaloo man. Sometimes a foul even. I don't like it mild. I like it spicy. Super spicy. So my opponent's taken here, and my king is obviously a little bit exposed, but I'm hoping to castle most likely queenside. Now, let's develop the knight. I wonder if he can play e5 and bishop g4 here. That'd be an interesting idea, but the knight on d6, it seems like it's quite badly placed. So if he goes e5, I'll whip it off, and I'll make a nice little sound as I do so. Whoosh! That's my whip sound. So he hasn't done that. He didn't want to hear the whip sound, clearly. Who does? Who wants to hear the whip come out? Well, I do know some people. And what do we do here? So I want a castle. He's going to go bishop b7. Just want nice, happy development. This one, I don't know. Okay, going to go bishop here. And now, do we play queen e2, I guess? I was wondering about playing d5 and then e5 as the sacrifice. That looked quite interesting, but maybe we can do that if he plays this. We've also just got takes, and we open up the d file. Let's do that. We don't need to sacrifice. And bishop to f4. Now, c4, I don't think I have to worry about, do I? Do I? Do I? Okay, let's develop. And one more move, and then I'll be like fully developed and pretty happy. And if he castles kingside, he's got to watch out for ideas of this, I guess. This is the one move I just got to keep my eyes on. Now, I'm going to try to be a little bit calmer this week. How's that going? Probably going to fail miserably, but I'm just going to try to zen it in a little bit. I do have a case of verbal diarrhea, as I'm sure a lot of you believe. I probably won't zen it in. I'll just do whatever I want. That's the way we roll here. We don't try to be pretentious arseholes. We just talk as we feel. And I think castling looks gravy to me. Complete cinema, as Mio would say. Hello to Mio and Oddbjorn. Good to see you. Hope you're doing all right. Mio, I hope your chess is going all right since Alta. I hope you're improving. I hope you're practicing. And I hope you're beating Oddbjorn, because he's shit. He should be. Okay, right. Now we're going to do this. And this is the idea. Boom, chicky, boom, 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 boom. Boom, chicky, boom, 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 boom. And I have to say that my feeling is this opening, don't confuse me, has worked out okay. Now, this is what I tend to do. I get a little bit carried away. Now, can he actually even take there? I get a little bit carried away, don't I? And actually taking there is not... And he has. Getting bloody carried away again. I thought I was doing really well. And it's not so clear. So if I take check, what is that? Absolute cinema. Why do I keep? Okay, let's go for it. This looks interesting. Now if he goes there, I'm assuming I must have something. But you know what they say about assumptions. Because this is annoying. And it's check as well. This is bloody complicated. How did it get so complicated? Now, rook here. And, okay, I'm going to go for rook takes here, I think. Sorry, I can hear noise outside, but I don't know what it is. Okay, let's go for this one. Rook takes d4. And if he takes here, then I can come in with a queen. And I'm relying on queen 8. This is absolutely mental, this game. There goes me trying to be nice and calm. And next move, well, I am a piece up, but there's lots of pieces. What is going on? I don't know. I've just calculated what when I was verbally diarrheaing. I was calculating bishop takes here, queen h5. Because what I didn't want to allow was bishop takes here and queen here. Because if he gets his queen here, it stops this move. Now he can take, and go queen there. And that's actually mildly scary. When I think I can go rook here, and then he takes here. And that might be his best line, because it seems like he could be getting in trouble in other variations. But he didn't play it. Okay, so that bishop ain't going many places. If we take... Okay, we have this check as well now. Whoa, what is happening, people? I'm getting confused. That's never a good thing, is it? I mean, do I just move this rook? What is happening? Where do I move it? Okay, I'm going to go here just because it's a lazy move. And I'm now just going to get this out the way. What's the material? Well, I'm actually a pawn up after all that somehow. And I'm relying on the D pawn. Now, I did see that this is probably good for me. But there was most likely something more juicy there. Because this pawn is very strong. His king's a little bit weak. My king seems safe. And do we launch it now? Are you going to bring it? Are you going to bring it? We do launch it. Now, what next? Let's get that rook away. This is still a bit messy because his f-pawn's a bit dangerous. I mean, I'm thinking I come in here. And I didn't want bishop c6 being played. How dangerous will this guy become? I don't know. Rook here. I think I'm still in control at the moment, but I'm very good at losing control. I mean, when I was younger, I used to quite enjoy losing control. But as you get older, I think you hold on to control a lot more. So surely rook g1 now. If he takes everything, am I getting back spanked? I don't see it. I do not see it. Because this knight is covering d1. So I think, famous last words, that I can play this. And I'm moving that a pawn next. And my king has a forest. Yeah, just get it. Give it some oomph, please, sir. And this should be, of course, now winning. As long as we do not do anything too silly. His pawn's a little bit dangerous, but his king is very, very weak here. And h5 is going to get the can opener out and start eating the beans. Give me some beans, my friend. I want those baked beans on my toast. That is an English student's gourmet choice of food. And what's he want? He wants to check. Well, you know what? I'm just going to go here because I'm just going to stop your check. And I think that was all right. Hillbilly does the job. And actually, I like that opening right. So this is what you could do to become a better chess player. You've got to think for yourself. Improve on your openings. And you can see, like, really, just since last week, if you watch last week's video, how... who did I play? I played the Iranian geezer. Really strong. And he played d5. I mean, there's two moves here. There's taking or d5. Everything else is a pile of poo. And after d5, we played g5, knight e4, f3, knight d6, and I think I played e4 or some nonsense against him. But then we looked at it on the engine, and the engine needs to wake the hell up. Now let me just put some background in so you can also see what I'm doing. My tech skills are remarkable, aren't they? Look at that. You've come all this way to watch a nice video and you get someone messing around with the tech. And in this position, we saw that knight c3 was the computer's best thing, and he played the best move. But this position, I'm actually a little bit surprised that I say it prefers black. It's about even, right? Now, my opponent took on e4, and that went wrong. But okay, I mean, that was an improvement. So whippity do. And I get double whites in every round. Now, okay, I mean, I suppose... Well, I did say to myself, stop doing it. Just stop it. Oh, no, we've done it again. Oops, I've done it again. Brittany. Used to love a bit of Britta's. It's very sad what happened to her. I hope she's on the road to recovery. She was great. Are we literally going to get this again? This is ridiculous. So I've just had this. This is very peculiar. And I didn't have a chance to have a good look at it last time. My opponent's got a super duper rating, 2153. Bloomin' heck, mate. Bloomin' heck. And now this one plays. So I didn't look at this. I should have looked at this. Why didn't I look at this? Now, can we take there and go here? What is happening? Obviously, I'd love to play this, but then after takes, knight takes here. Oh, I wish I'd looked at this. Damn it. Okay, let's play for knight to one of these two squares, because that knight needs to come in. And this wasn't on the engine's top move, so I probably had something there, but I can't think forever. Just wanna think forever. I don't know. I wonder if I could have sacked a pawn there. Takes, knight takes, and done something clever. Very interesting. We are developing the theory in an opening that has no theory, just by playing random crap on a Tuesday, which is pretty good. Who needs Stockfish? Who needs Chessable? Who needs anything when you've got the Ginger Mad Tuesdays? That's all you need. And then you can learn to kill like a ginge. Right, so he wants to come here. Now, I really want to play e4 again, but e4 takes... Can't see how it's going to work. Okay, so the knight should go to the most aggressive square. And if he plays here... Now, we really... Do we play e3? I don't know. I think we have to take this, yeah? But... Not so sure. It's quite a strange position, isn't it? What is this? What is this madness? Now, do we just come back or do we go e4? I don't know why I neighed like a horse there. Flip nose. Also, another challenge day. Can I do a whole day without swearing? Just for the kids. If you are a kid, go to bed. You shouldn't be watching. Way above your pay grade, kids. I'm joking. I love you. All what? Why am I thinking about just move here? I don't know. Why am I thinking? Why? Okay, here. I don't know. I just don't know. This is just a weird position. We want weird positions, but my opponent has quite a solid setup, and I'm not too happy where King EO is going to go. But at least we're going to learn from this, because we're going to look at it afterwards and we're going to see what to play against this move. And by the end of my life, the Kilkenny Gambit is going to be butter in the hands of a master cake maker. Butterer, I was going to say, but I don't know if there's such a terminology as butterer. People who get butter and just use butter. Okay. Oh my God, he wants this, does he? Fuck a duck. Can we sack the queen? Oh my God. Takes, check, king takes. I mean, it is a whole queen, Simon. Oh, Jesus, wait. What is happening here? Takes, check, king f2, queen takes there. And I don't see any comp, I'm afraid, do I? Bishop e3. No, there's nothing there. So I have to do something else. Now, this one seems awfully rope-esque. And now he wants knight there. Okay, so here, let's just play this because... And now knight here, I'm assuming. And I probably take... What is... I don't know. I honestly don't know. Again, now if he goes knight here, can I sack the queen then? Queen takes... Bishop takes here, rook d2. Doesn't, no, that looks absolutely nonsense. Knight here, queen takes here, queen takes. Is there anywhere I can sack? Bishop takes here, takes here. Do I have a good move there? It kind of feels like the dark squares are important, but he's taking here. So it's most likely nonsense. But after this one, okay, you know, he's coming around the angles as he comes. So c3, and then he takes. I mean, this is just silly, isn't it? Absolutely silly. Check. King comes to c2. Or check. King comes up, and I just remain calm as you like. God, what is this? And if he checks and comes here, threatening queen in. If he comes here immediately, I mean, very peculiar stuff happening here. Okay, I'm just going to pretend I know what I'm doing. And I want to now get the queens off. And I'm okay, so this position, I just don't know. His knight could be great. It could be bad. My king is not extremely impressed with me. My king's saying, why? Why? Okay, so I'm going to get the queens off because it does seem that the most dangerous piece is his queen. Now, I had knight d3 there as well. Was that a much better move? Trying to just trap that bit. I don't know. Honestly, don't know. Okay, so we got time advantage in this chaotic madness. And if he does come in... Okay, so we take... Bishop... Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that! I'm always doing this a bit too quick. I actually meant... I was saying if bishop e3 takes knight g4, I wanted to demonstrate it. He didn't take on g4. Well, that's peculiar. So I will... Now, if he takes there, I've got bishop there. What is this? Now, if I go bishop here and try to go rook d1... Oh, he's going for that pawn. Fuck a duck. That is annoying. And he's got this check. Oh, Simon, you're falling apart, man. I'm going to play rook d1 first. And if I go here, am I getting mated? Kind of feel like I really deserve to be getting mated here. And it looks like this is nasty. I'm not particularly happy with what's going on in this position. It must be... No, it's just that stupid, couple of stupid moves. I'm a stupid player sometimes. And now he's got here as well. So this is really just dead, isn't it? But it was kind of interesting for a moment in time. And okay, we should try to like play quick if we don't get mated. I'm still very, very cautious about the idea I'm going to just get mated here. I mean, I'm completely lost, actually. It's not even getting mated. Okay, let's just play with some... I don't know what I'm doing here. This is just, there's mate. Okay. So, yeah, what I was, let's have a look at the opening. I mean, that was a little bit frustrating because it felt like it was actually all right. I did that stupid mouse slip, but okay, maybe. Okay, so he went now, knight f5. So it says I should play bishop h3 and just eliminate this one. And then I've got e4. That is okay. So at least we're improving, even though we're a loser, baby. We can think about this side. This is all right, and this is about equal. All we want is an equal fun position that we know more than our opponent. So if I get this again, the knight going there, of course, get rid of this bishop, and then you can play e4. That's what you want, building the center with tempo, and that looks all right. Yeah, that looks a bit of rock and roll. Oh yes. Now this is absolutely not going to work, is it? There's no compensation here. No. And later on, I think it was a little bit iffy. My opponent played very solid and decent moves, and now this knight g4 was correct. So the problem was if I took here, he can flick this one in, and he picks up my queen. So I have to go knight g4, and now I have to go here, and this is pretty bad. Now, what should he have played? He should have played bishop e3. After this check, king here. Remember, I mentioned this knight d3. Had I played knight d3 here, I suddenly take the advantage, and that was silly. I actually rushed to play it safe there. Interesting stuff. So we are learning. Now, we got our Kilkenny ball, don't swear, bullfinch out of the way. Bye-bye, bullfinch. And we are, by the way, I've been looking at this on the fantastic new chesspublishing.com site. Chess Publishing. I don't know about this move, but I'm going to play it. Basman used to play this. This is the way Basman used to play. Basman was an absolute loony tune. And I love him. So we're going to play this. It just gets a lot of action quickly, right? Hey ho. Off to work we go. And we're trying to like hit this from the side. A bit different. Let's play something a little bit different. This is the French defense St. George, named after the patron saint of England, and in particular, Mickey Basman, or Michael Basman, to those who prefer his correct name. Okay. Right, what do we do? Do we come in here? I think so. And we've got queen here maybe next. This is all right. This is pretty decent compensation. I've got 3 pieces developed. If he takes pawn, I get another one. I just want to play some entertaining new stuff today. We want to sack. Come on, we've had enough. Last week, by the way, I do like positional chess. I always mess around. I'm not completely true in what I say. If you're going to be a grandmaster, at some point in your life, you have to have mastered most areas of the game. You can't go around being a bloody grandmaster and not understanding what an isolated pawn is. That is just not grandmasterly of a grandmaster to be. So be a proper grandmaster, not a faker. Okay, right, now what is happening here? I honestly do not know. I'm going to grab this one because if he goes here, I've either got g5 entering into the wilderness or the dark forest of insanity, or queen e7. And I was thinking about g5 last move. I just don't like playing that move too much because it really weakens the king, but I will play it next if I've got knight e4 as a follow-up. So very interesting and crazy position. Now queen d4 actually might be okay. So it's just taken. This is intriguing, and I'm just going to castle because his king, it's going to take him 1, 2, 3 moves to castle. I've got an open e file. I can get out of the pin now with even a queen e8 check, giving my knight some something to do in its misery, my friend, misery. Great band, Metallica. You gotta love them, haven't you? Now, do I go for this? I feel like I have to. Okay, I'm going to do it. Now, I don't like playing this move because it leaves the king so weak. Like h4 and this one comes in is scary, but it's a very aggressive opening. My opponent was, I have to do something quick because he's getting ready to castle. And this way, I threaten this, and also, more importantly, I think this one is a good move. Again, we threaten this. We get the queen nearer to my king and to a more aggressive square. Now, very interesting position. I hope you all agree. Now, he wants to play here. Do I just go rook e8? Any threats? I don't see a threat. Let's build it up with the pieces I have. Because now if he plays the knight out, this bishop is a little bit loose. I don't know if I could take advantage of that immediately, but my bishop there doesn't seem to be doing anything now. Let's eliminate that guy off the board, because now this one is loose. And do we just take this so the knight can come out? It's a crazy position. Let's do this. If he castles, I will go rook takes here. If he takes here, I've got bishop a6. And more importantly, I might now have some ideas of this. I'm just trying to see if the tactic after queen takes knight, you know, some horrible discovered check. Okay, so he's gone here to try and defend. And, well, this one is really calling out. But also knight f6. And then he takes such a crazy position. Then he takes here, though. Fun position. Fun and chaotic, yeah. But I don't know who's it more fun for. Should be very good for me, this, I feel. Here, takes here. Knight takes here, queen takes. Takes, rook takes here. Going to an ending where I'm just a pawn up. Got that as a backup, maybe. I don't know if it works. Now, I want c5, takes here, though. And then, don't know if then I want knight c6, takes, then knight. Okay, let's go for that. That looks like the most mental option. So here, now if he takes here, if he takes here, rook takes e2, king takes, knight d4 check, and in this line my pawn's defending the knight. So I do get some serious material. So he just castles. Now rook takes, he's taking here. That's a shame. I was getting a bit excitable there, wasn't I? Okay. Rook takes here. Do I not have a good knight move there? Oh, man. I don't see it, so I'm going to play this. But now I've kind of lost... I've lost my oomph here, haven't I? Because of this move. It's annoying. And he's got this square. So, okay, so I'm going to have to... I'm getting short time, and we all know how bad I am. It's a very exciting game, but my opponent's found some pretty okay moves, and I went for maybe too many complications when should have kept it calm. And his position now is pretty decent, I feel. Like rook d1, he's played it, and I have to stop something coming in here. But that blocks my bishop, not ideal. And how are we going to play this? Do we just double up here? Something puts pressure on that. Okay, so that means most likely I should defend it. And now let's try to get some pieces back in, or this little pin here. Okay, so we don't want to lose that one. Let's get that knight back into the game. If he comes in here, I move the bishop. There is also maybe some back rank ideas. So he... Okay, so we're going to go here now, because that sets up a rook e8 as well as his knight. So, for example, queen e7, rook e8 is good. Rook e8 is a nasty little idea. So, okay, so he comes all the way over. Now, do I play rook e8? But then I don't see what we do to follow up there. It's a good move from my opponent. He's playing well. Well, I'm going to go rook e8 anyway, but I'm not sure how we follow this up now. Bishop here, he takes, and if I take, he comes in. Okay, well, I'm going to go for this. I don't necessarily like... Oh, no, then this one drops. Annoying. Like, if I go here, he comes in with check. Not sure. Not sure. Okay. The check is scary, but I do have my own back row. I've got to play quick. Okay, I'll shut up now. Probably. Not Mr. Multitasker, that's for sure. Queen here, but Queen e4. Yeah. By George. My knight is hanging. Got knight f3. Take that. It's safe. The fuck is that? Let's check. Can we run, and lose, probably. Fucking dark, man. The fuck was that? No! No! Oh, no! Oh. Fuck. I need something stronger than this. How long did I last with no swearing? Oh my goodness me, that was alright as well. Just 0.5 a second, you bastard. Oh, fuck a duck. Oh, I had him all the way there as well, it felt. It felt like I was doing alright all the way. And I just moved too slow. This little check just put me off kilter. Oh, dear Simon. And you're all going to be in the comments, why didn't you pre-move? God, you're so slow. Don't you know how to use a mouse? Why don't you move quicker? I fucking can't, right? I fucking can't. I can't pre-move. Right. Okay, look. We've got to win this one. And we've got to get back in the mix. Okay? Oh. So this is the French defence, St. George defence. And again, the reason I'm playing this is actually quite interesting. I was looking at an article on Chess Publishing by John Watson, who's like known to be one of the leading guys in the French defence. And this just seemed quite an interesting way to play. You like play this kind of useful move. You switch into a French defence, you get out of theory, and you just play some chess. Okay, now we could go end it. I'm going to play, after that last game, I'm going to play like Karpov or maybe even Carlsen. Karpov or Carlsen, one of those guys. I'm not having any complications happening anymore. Defend the knight, don't dabble the pawns. And yes, it's going to be a bit of a grind. Grind mode is on. Okay, my opponent didn't want that. It's a bit peculiar. I thought that bishop e3 made more sense for her to exchange. Now this is a square. I do agree. Now, do we castle queenside? Well, obviously, I would like to get control of this one. Maybe even I'd try to reroute somehow. Now, this does seem very peculiar to play this way because I give the bishop pair and I give the d file. So this is not Karpovian. This is Crappian. This is mag rubbishing. This is not good. This is not good. It's all right. It's not that bad. I'm being a little bit harsh on myself. Okay, so my opponent wants to get the bishop here. Now, I think. I mean, I want to play this move, but it's kind of on the wrong. Okay, let's try G5 instead. Now, this is. Do I try to swap one bishop off? Let's go there, and we're gonna have to grind this one down. So we're gonna have to show some positional thing, and we need to win this to get 50%. That last game was so painful. I mean, there's pain, and then there's games like that, and maybe I'm even a little bit worse with 2 bishops, but who knows? Yes, you grinder, and but I hear that 2 knights are better than 2 bishops. That's a good bishop, that one, isn't it? Do I put the knight on that square? I think so, because we probably want to try to get rid of that bishop. It's very annoying. Okay, now forcing me to do something like this, and still have to be very accurate here because rook d6. Be very accurate, just not to be worse here. Well, I mean worse. I am probably worse here. Now I'm thinking if I get the king here, I can cover those squares, and then my knight can move. Now here I've got to go rook c6, but I didn't actually see my opponent can actually do this. So I'm missing so many moves today. Fucking hell! I didn't actually see that one. Okay, so we dropped a pawn. Oh, that last game, it just wounded me. It wounded me. And now we got a horrible ending. The bishops are clearly too strong. I'm going to really have to sort my shit out after this. Sod the swearing. We are swearing like a sailor because it fucking needs to happen. Let's put it that way. And this is going to be a miracle if I can save this ending because it is disgusting. The bishop's in an open position. I just missed that one's dropping, but already I've done something a bit wrong there. Oh, wounded animal. Wounded. Well, we've had worse starts, I think. And let's see if we can do some save here. The clock is an important aspect of the game, and I'm much quicker over the board than I am, thank goodness, over the internet. Okay, so my opponent's playing it quite simple, just relying on this one to win the game, which does make some sense. That pawn can cause me some shit, and I haven't got many things I can do about it. So I've got to try and keep this one blockaded and try to cause some havoc on that area of the board. Now, the only blockade I can see is keeping this bishop on this diagonal and offering the opposite colour bishops. So if my opponent ever takes that, it's opposite colour bishops. And the way I'd imagine my opponent's going to try to win is to try to do this, because my knight is trapped. Well done. You can see the bishop dominates it, but I couldn't really do anything about that. And I've just got to, you know, if my opponent ever gets a king here, I basically resign. My knight's trapped. So it's yeah, I mean, it's been tough for a while. Probably losing. And now my opponent wants this one, clearly. And can we do anything about that? Put the bishop here and try to stop. Oh, bishop here is also playable, but then I take and come here with a glimmer of hope. I'm saying glimmer, and this one is also quite scary. They're all scary. I mean, it's just a bad position, isn't it? So I'm trying to use my pieces the best of my ability, because if that pawn goes, it's losing. So I've got to hold it up as much as I can. And I've got to try to push this bishop away, because that bishop is dominating my knight. If I can push that bishop away, my knight is not lost anymore. And we are trying to get to one of these two squares with the king. My opponent's even slower than me. I bet she blitzes it out like a demon. She can't take the draw. No, she can't. So this is a good move. And is this just winning? Was she just playing with me all the time? It looks like she's just playing with me because this is just winning, right? And if I take it, I'm absolutely fucked. Okay, I'm going to take this one. It's a bad position. I'm losing. And that bishop c3. Putting the ball in the back of the net. And it's not over until it's all over. This one coming. Okay. Check. King has to come over here. And I pray. Well, we're doing best we can. And really, well, this is obviously lost. I mean, one simple way of doing it is just to bring... Yeah, well, she can do it this way. Bishop here, bishop here. And that's resignable, because then the pawn is unstoppable. To try to be clever, take all my pawns like a greedy so-and-so, which is not completely stupid. Only break I can see is this one to try and complicate things a little bit. But I think... Well, it does complicate a little bit. And that's sometimes worse, actually, when you're losing. You get back in the game, but you're still lost, and you lose anyway, because it's like, it gives you that false hope. I think one of the greatest things in life, right, is hope, yeah? And if that hope goes away, it's like, okay, well, now we've definitely got some chances, right? Definitely. I mean... Do we play... Don't know what I'm doing here. I mean, I should take the draw, yeah? It's obviously a draw now. What am I trying to do? Lose? Okay, we take the draw now. Okay, we got a draw. I mean, it's it could be worse. We could have lost this one, and it wasn't so easy. When I got that little break in, it was and look at this. I can actually dance around happily, and there you go, draw. Whoa! Okay, so we did a little bit of recovery, so not a good start. It was that one game, wasn't it? Really. The second game was interesting. I learned something from that Kilkenny, so I know what to do next time. The third game, that was just a killer. But it's time to have a little break at my end now. The next game will start for you, and we're going to get 4 out of 4. I can feel it, and that means we're gonna get back in this tournament. Come on, 4 out of 4. You know, sometimes you feel you're playing well, and I do feel more clear-minded of recent. So I've just got to prove to you that I can actually play chess on occasions. Just on occasions, mind you. Okie doke. Well, I'm winning the next 4. I don't know which camera I should be looking at, because I've got 2 up there. And you know what? We haven't played Jobava. We're not playing that G4 absolute crap anymore, which I love. I love crap. I am the master of crap. Grandmaster of crap. That's my new title. We're playing the Jobava London, and this, of course, is one of my first loves. I am actually the imbecile who named it as such. I'm just spicing the position up by giving myself double pawns, I think. And do we go here? Is that gravy? Takes, pawn takes, queen takes here, knight takes here. Let's try. Yeah, so I've played this open a long time, and the reason I don't play it more is because I like switching up my openings. A lot of people are kind of used to me playing it, and also, I'll be totally honest, a lot of people now, with anything that's new, have found pretty decent ways of responding to it. I mean, like anything, it's a way to, I would say, get an equal position. And we now have quite an interesting position. That knight wasn't doing well. I don't want to get hit by b4. I want to meet that and keep the queen side closed for now. So I'm moving this knight, which doesn't really have many options. I'm just going to move it around to most likely where his king goes. And this is just an intriguing position. I'm going to stop this knight coming in. Or if it does come in, then I don't know. I mean, at least I can take it, and we got a blockade on this area of the board. I've got to get rid of that one. Interesting position. And where do we put our kings? I mean, if he goes kingside, I've got the g file to attack. And if he tries to go queenside, we can hope to break, can't we? So let's use this h-pawn just so it makes this move a little bit more tricky. And I expect my opponent will try to get his king over here. On the other hand, my king will most likely be quite safe queenside now that it's blockaded up. So possibly a little bit better for me, this position. He could be brave. He could castle. And I will absolutely love to see that move, because then we can load up the cannonballs and start lobbing them. Lobbing those balls at our opponent's face. So let's castle. I think it's all right. And now he's got to still make a decision what to do. So this gives me, again, another maybe option. I think I'd like to move my queen so the rook's lined up there. And first of all, this is another reason I put the pawn here, because I thought if I went rook g1 too early, he could play g6, but he can't do that now. Now, I've got to watch out for any breaks over here. This one, I take it. It's blockaded. It's nicely blockaded. c5. As long as he can't do anything on the queen side, I'm happy. I'm definitely better. And he's also, at some point, like say, this break, wanting to break free of the chains of humanity, could be a juicy little number. We all want to break free of the chains of humanity, don't we? I mean, I think everyone has an urge to be weird and not to conform. And it's a real shame. Shall I break free of the chains of humanity and try to checkmate? And it's a great shame that more people don't. Okay, this is risky because all of a sudden I let him get a bit of juice over here. But so what? His last move was a backwards move, so we're coming forwards. Yeah, everyone needs to be a little bit freaky at times, right? I really want to play knight here. I really... Look at this. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, son! Self-forking myself. Self-forculation. As the Jesuit. It might be a load of shit, but it looks fun. I didn't need to do that. This is a case of you have a good position. Just play queen e3. You'll be doing very well. No, Simon, you've got to play like an absolute loon. But this is my idea. Now, if he takes, there is a very nasty check. I keep his king in the middle, and he's got to be a bit careful, right? I think. Okay, now let's just move this one out of the way. You've had your fun. Chill out, man. Just chill out, boy. I could have maybe taken there, but I now don't want him to castle this way. So let's just unleash. And he probably has to get rid of this knight. So he goes here immediately. The position seems very dangerous to him. But he wants this pawn, right? Okay, well, let's go here. So I have this check if he does take it. Keep trying to play aggressive. And I want to get my queen in, but I don't know how we... Okay, well, we'd definitely take the check because it forces his bishop. It doesn't force his bishop back. He's got this. Okay, I missed this one. This is why I want my queen to come in somewhere like here. All right. That was annoying. I underestimated that one. So how do I get my queen in? It's going to take a while, but I need to get it on this diagonal. So I've kind of let it slip. Shouldn't have let him take that one, but my knight is incredibly strong that I'm still in the driving seat here. Okay, so he wants to now grab this pawn. Playing some good bloody moves, isn't he? And that is annoying. Okay, now let's come in here. Try to keep attacking. And I've got queen d1 if I want to, but it's such a passive move. I don't really want to go back like that. Oh, bishop here. So some tactics. Okay, I'm going to play queen d1 while I think about what to do. Now, if he takes, I can take and take here. Maybe just to pawn up at an ending. It's not really what I wanted. So can we do this first and spice it? Yeah, well, let's do it. Somehow I lost control, because when I got my knight to c6, I was getting very excited and it was looking very good. But now it's unclear. And there is some fear. Now let's try to keep playing with tempo. Very complicated. If I get my queen to this diagonal, is that going to be good yet? Okay, well, that is a check. If I take it, no. What's he trying to do with his last move? Okay, well, let's take it with check. And I don't want this coming in here, do I? So I'm going to now play this one. He's going to maybe play a 5, but now I've got this check. Still incredibly complicated. Let's throw this check in. Now, if he comes back to take my rook, we can start picking up a lot of pawns here. So let's take the one on f5 with check. And then I'm hoping also his king is going to be in a lot of problems here. Now I can now try to cash in, but let's put this bishop on this square. Got to watch out for my back rank, because one idea, get rid of this dangerous idea, but the other idea is queen g6. So now eliminating the queen's probably good, but I'm getting greedy here. I'm wanting a bit more. Now that check does allow his king to move. I don't know why I should have done that, but okay. Should have probably just eliminated queens, right? Get a good ending. His h-pawn's a bit dangerous. And let's stop the queen coming in. And here, yes. So it's a check. Okay, so I get the pawn there, and then I'm threatening the mate. As in that is mate, because I've taken the square away from the king. Still trying to mate in this position, and also f6 is strong. My king seems very safe now, so he wants to come up the board. Let's just play this to stop his king coming there. He can come here, but then f6, and I think this is going to be good because I've got bishop g7. Boom. Okay, it's a tough game, this one. And okay, don't, you know, you're slow, Simon, so just remember how slow you are. I'm not that slow. Well, maybe I am. I don't know, but I've got enough pieces there. Okay, so that's number 1 of 4 in the second third of the competition, and I think it was a very interesting game. We're having some. I mean, we always have some interesting games, win, lose, or draw. It's interesting. We're back to 50%, even though that is not so impressive. And I did like the look of this knight d4, but it was excessive because I had a great position here, and I realised that queen e3 is just going to be very good. But then you start seeing the beauty in the madness, and well, it doesn't even recommend queen e3, but I'm assuming this is winning. Yeah, it is winning. Look, massively winning. But then you sort of see how many times can you self-fork yourself. I mean, it is literally like all I was thinking is that Darren Brown book. I don't know, is it the one with the Illuminati in it, or the fake Illuminati? No, it's not. It's the first one, Da Vinci Code, where he starts flagellating himself. You know, and for some reason, this next move had that image in my head. Does that make me a bit weird? That this move, I was thinking about a Catholic, like, priest flagellating. Is that the right word? Flagellating themselves. Yeah, it's definitely not normal, is it? I probably should get some help. What did we do there? Okay, well, let's do it again. Let's do the Jobava London. It was interesting, that one. We got a unique position. And let's roll the dice one more time, because I am playing the trompe a lot. I have been, so it's nice to give you maybe what you want. And by the way, if you want to learn more about the fantastic Jobava London at the highest level, go to GingerGM.com, follow the link in the description, and buy the 10-hour course with myself and expert Blair Connell. It includes PGNs, it includes everything you want to master this high level and brilliant opening, the Jobava London. Now, my opponent, I don't know, maybe he's gone to bed or something. Who knows? Let's see if he plays a move or not. I mean, it's nice actually to have a buy. I mean, I'm here for the competition. I want 4 out of 4. If he doesn't want to play me, if he's shitting his pants at the moment, excuse my French. Sorry if you're a kid. If you're still doing that yourselves, you will get out of it, most likely. And if he's quaking in his boots, if he's peeing his pants, if he's as scared as a scaredy cat, if he is running under the table in fear of the G4 Gambit, if he's just being a dick, then fair enough. I will just sit here, have my orange squash, cheers, and we'll have a nice chat. Some of you may know that I think, okay, he's played a move. He's not so scared. Now, this one, the Englund Gambit is not a good gambit. And I think this is one of the best ways to respond. And I think now, I can't actually remember. Do we take and put the knight over here? Is that what I was looking at? I think so. I think this is quite a good way to play against it. I did look at this, and it's maybe good for blitz because black can get some pieces out. But this bishop move is very annoying for black because my opponent would love to bring the bishop out, but now he has to waste time doing something as such. Of course, still very mechy. Mechy? What is mechy? And is the queen coming over here? This is where things get complex. So knight here, he just checks. We don't want that. And I guess some sensible move like this can't be bad. Right, so where is he going? Okay, so let's go here. Let's not let him have all the fun. And if he comes in here, okay, so yeah, okay, so we play this. And kind of feel like now it should be something quite juicy somewhere, but where? Queen up, knight comes in, I can't take it. Some strange position. And I mean, I could just play very normal move like bishop here. Okay, let's develop. Let's play normal. It's a bit sad. There was nothing but that, was there? Could I have done anything sexy? I don't know if I could have. And again, I really want to play this, but this knight coming in, it's putting me off. Okay, I'm going to go here, but if he takes, I don't like that move for some reason. Queen up, the knight comes f6. Fuck. I'm spending way too much time. And this move, yeah, this move was wet. Okay, we're going to have to do this. But now bishop takes knight. My pawns get a little bit worried. It was a really wet move by moi. Okay, I'll go over here. Maybe I should just grab that pawn. Playing this not very inspiringly. Going to castle queenside. Interesting position. The extra pawn I have now doesn't seem very relevant at all, to be honest. And do I play h3? Do I castle? If I okay, let's play h3. If I castle knight e4, I take it. I could have taken it, didn't see. There's pieces everywhere here. There's a lot to look out for. Now a6, I guess I'm just going to grab that one and be a greedy boy. And next move, I'm probably casting this way. But I mean, castling kingside is actually sensible. This is nothing to fear with bishop on f4. Okay, let's just call his bluff. Let's just say I do not believe you and take it all. And just say, come on, man. Come on. What are you doing? Have no fear. I'm fearing him too much. Do not fear the Reaper. And I didn't see that one, did I? Okay, now we have the castle because we threatened this and it's got very complex, but was my last move a little bit too greedy? Maybe I should have just centralized because I've left that. I didn't see, for some reason I just forgot he could. I thought he had to take it, but now he's got to deal with some problems as well. I mean, I'm threatening this. If he moves it, I go g4. So actually, why am I scared? Why am I shaking in my boots? I said he was scared. I'm the one who's scared. Thank goodness he had a little sleep at the start of the game. Otherwise, I'd be losing on time here. And this g4, he can move it over here. But where does he put the bishop? He doesn't have a good square, so he has to take. Now I get this one in. And I want to get rid of this. And then he's got to take that. And at least we're making exchanges. Where does this queen go? Here. And if his queen goes here, do I have anything? Okay, then bishop d6. I was thinking there might be something even stronger than this and this kind of thing. Pending where he's, you know, oh, no. Oh, God. I'm so bad with the mouse. I mean, I can't wait to get that mind link thing set up. Okay, let's g4 because it can't be a bad move going forwards. You know, where I don't have to use the mouse, I can just think. Actually, don't do that. I mean, imagine if the mind link also comes up with the images you're thinking of as well. That could be very scary. Okay, we'll come here. Just play sensible stuff. Now, are we going to take this one? Why not? Don't be scared, man. Okay, let's just take it. Don't be scared. Take him all. And you've got a massive time advantage as well. I do apologise to David when I said he was quaking his boots, because clearly he wasn't. He was probably just in the bathroom or something. So that was a little bit harsh from me. He wants something over here. He's just trying to tactic me all over the shop, this guy. Stop it, man. Stop it. But I've now, I think, pretty much... oh, what's that? Thank you. Pretty much, yeah, okay. So we did deal with his mad opening. Apologies for being a bit rude at the start, but you know, I was just trying to, in case you were hearing me, tempt you into playing. And the England Gambit, I mean, it's not a good opening, but it's kind of fun because Black's trying to get the pieces out with speed. So if you took here, which I think you can play and still be better, Black's idea, let me just show you, is to go here, move this bishop, move the queen, castle, and it's dangerous. So I know this bishop g5 is basically a refutation of this line, because I played this myself. And now I wonder where I don't know if I ever did let him back in the game, but let's have a look where I might have made the error. Knight c3, because you want knight b5, you want to take the bishop. Queen g4, very imaginative. And actually here I should encourage this one, but e3 is not bad, can't be. Now this seemed very slow. And knight e4 was now an improvement, because that's a better square for my knight. Okay, went this way, and now he played even more risky, and it felt like there should be something really strong here. But I'm actually playing all the right moves, it seems. I just wasn't convinced. And queen a4, I could have got greedy, but this is a safe move. And it looks like I actually played pretty well. It looks like I was in control of the game most of the time. Did I ever let it slip? I don't think so. This is actually like, oh my God, I played like a grandmaster for the first time in my life. I actually played like a grandmaster. Can you believe that? I'm actually proud of myself for playing one game at a level that I do not mind. So we're probably going to get some good players now. We're on a plus score, but we're going for 4 out of 4 in this section. We're warming up nicely. Let's have a look. What kind of game review are we going to get here? I reckon it could well be pretty nice. Even though I don't trust this game review. You can't even see what I'm doing, can you? 90%. That's not bad. But more importantly, I was never in danger. And that is a nice graph. That's a graph of a Grandmaster. Okay, who's leading as well? Let's have a look. Duda's rolling. He just had a good tournament against Magnus, even though Magnus still won, because a bad Magnus is still Magnus. And Duda, 6 out of 6. Very good player. There's many of them about nowadays. And I don't know if I'm waiting for Faustino to win one of these. He's always hovering with intent. Yeah, okay. So any more games going on? There's a couple of games. No, they've all finished. Right, yeah, I thought. So we're straight in, and this is like one of the guys I always struggle somewhat with. So I'm going to stick to my bullshit openings, which is this little A6 move, because the St. George, it was St. George's Day the other day, and he doesn't want any of it. So now he's going to get the St. George Harry up the bottom variation, which is incredibly something. I dare suggest what it is. And we're just getting a weird position here. I love getting the pawn here. Now, do we go E5 or do we go C5? I'll go E5. And we got a very peculiar position, which is cool. That's just what the doctor ordered, I think. Now, knight takes. I'm going to play. Am I going to play H3 or knight? Okay, let's go for this one. This is a very weird idea. He's got better development. I'm relying on H3. I'm relying on some kingside nonsense. So my idea is H3, and if he goes there, I get his light square bishop. But he's got 3 pieces developed to my 1, which is not great. Okay, now do we develop or do we have something a bit more fun? This bishop I don't like. Okay, I'm just going to develop for now, because I can't think what else to do. Let's see what he's going to play. Kind of keeping this an option, but if he castles, I want to take. If I go here, bishop back, and he's going to castle queenside, so it's a real messy position. If I go bishop g4, he just goes f3, and I don't see what I've got. Okay, so I should most likely now push his bishop back to f1. I've still got an issue with this one. Now, here. Okay, let's keep playing aggressively because he's gone backwards. Let's do it. If he comes here, now I do have g3, or I can also take it. Let's take it, do we? Or do we go g3? It's a very strange position. Okay, I'm going to go g3. That's not 3, that's 6. Madness. And go here. My knight has back here. Really weird. And I've obviously got a lot of positional problems. So yeah, so this is where I have to go back. Because if I go forwards, do I have to go back? Don't really, because I like this square for the knight, you see. So I was thinking I have to go back, but I can think about going forwards, right? But no, I'll go back because we want this. Okay, we'll come in there for better or worse. And if he goes here, he blocks his bishop. And obviously I do not mind him winning a pawn because this bishop comes strong. So it seems okay, this very unique way of playing. So now I didn't actually think he'd play this because his bishop is blocked, but he did. So we'll come back. And he just wants this pawn. All right, I'm going to play a little bit mental and just try to blast everything open, even if it costs me a lot of material. because we've got opposite side castling. I don't care about the lack of pawns. Not important. More important to open lines. My king's quite safe. So if he takes, I don't know, I haven't really worked it out. He hasn't done it yet. Let's get the queen off the line and threaten something. And I want to keep that bishop bad. This. I'm still quite happy with this. This is the kind of position I love playing in practice. You know, I love these mental, unique positions. Even if I'm worse, I don't care. You got play. You got queen. You got opposite side castling. You got open lines. This is a good piece, though. I mean, he must be better. If I could get rid of this one, it would be all right. Can't see how I'm going to do that. Very strong piece. Do we take and go knight over here? Let's get more fucked up. I really want to take this, but is that just nothing? He wants this. Okay, let's at least get rid of that one. Because I say that one, I mean the knight. And he has taken it. Okay. What is this? What is this? Do we go b4? It's kind of like something here, right? You can grab that, but that looks okay. Let's throw that in. Open up the rook. My bishop's blocked out. He's done a good job of doing that. We have a little target to hit. His knight has this great square though, which he might even think about doing now. Yeah. No, check. And he's got this one. This is. I've got queen here. Oh, is that anything? Okay, I bottled it. I wanted to take it, but couldn't make it work. And now he's got another good knight, so knight c7 would be the way Wales to try and deal with that. But it's just the king's safety which is working in my favour. My king tucked away on g8. This opening brings the most ridiculous positions. It really does. The positions I'm getting are just stupid, which is awesome. Okay, so king c2. Can he play that? He's got to work that out. He doesn't know what's going on. I've completely bamboozled him. Luckily, he doesn't have bishop g2 because the h pawn stops him. So knight c7 is going to be a good move, opening up all avenues of attack. Because if he had bishop g2, it would be hard to dislodge this very powerful piece. But with this one coming, that's not possible. And he's trying to find a solution to this quite tricky position. Okay, so we do not care about that, do we? So, well, I might regret my words there, but I'm not worried about the exchange, clearly. Now, if he takes, what do we do next? I think we come in here, yeah? Because then we've got these knights raking through the position, tearing his body apart. Okay, and now don't get checkmated over here. There's nothing funny, is there? No, because I've got bishop h6. Okay, so he's grabbing material. I'm just going to take back the rook, keeping... Because I don't know if I want to take with the queen or the knight. I don't know which one is favourable. And this is starting to get very, very messy. So, okay, so we will, of course, take this. Now, knight here. Let's throw them in. I want to get all my knights working. Did I want a5 though? I don't know. Maybe a5 was the way to play. He's very short of time. He's threatening the knight. Okay, knight here. There's another sexy ass move, isn't it? Might not be good, but it's sexy. And we like sexy chess. I think you're like, okay, so he's also playing sexy ass chess. Damn it. I'm only allowed to do that. And very short time, so I've just got to hold this together. But that's a good move. Fuck. That is a good move he's played. And okay, I mean, I'm struggling to. Oh man, that's a really good move. I'm gonna lose this. Oh fucking hell, Simon! Get in there! It's better to win dirty than good. Look, it happened to me earlier. I missed that move right at the end. It was a very exciting game. It was full of imaginative stuff, imaginative ideas. But let's just see. I mean, like I say, I'm sure I'm worse around this position, but when humans play, well, I'm not worse. I mean, actually, knight takes e5 here was working, and then some mental stuff, but it seemed like I got it. Okay, weirdly enough, this position is actually losing for me, which is really strange. I thought I was doing well, so my judgment's not on par here. But after these two moves, he's still doing well. This was a good move. It just feels like his king is weak, but he found this good move. Knight c7 correct. He played the correct move. He's playing very well. And now he played here, and he's still better. I just assumed that position was dodgy as. Okay, well, it's the last game now of this second segment. I did say I was going to get 4 out of 4. We got 3 out of 3. So let's just roll in with this last game. And we got to go with a Jobava London again. Like I said I was going to, against another player from Greece. And these Greece players, they're strong, man. They like attacking. They like their theory. He's playing the little A3, A6 line. And now in my GingerGM DVD, I recommend this. Well, this idea followed up with this, and this can be a little bit dangerous with h5 coming. Now, I can't remember any more than that. Do I take with a pawn? Do I take the bishop? Let's take the bishop. And what do we have here? Failure to communicate. Well, I don't know. I can't remember the theory. Obviously, I'll just play moves, and again, a lot of these positions are going to be roughly even. But I have 3 pieces developed to his 1, so I'm right. I'm quite happy. I'm going to try the castle queenside like I've done before, and get some action. We'll play pawn takes because we want our queen to be on that. Seems like a very playable position to me. Next move, I will most likely take that. Takes here. I'm assuming is what he's trying to do. So maybe we just play the bishop back even. Keep the bishop. Keep the Jobava bishop. Keep it living. Is that the first time I've ever flagged anyone in my life? And my bogeyman, the guy who keeps beating me. And at the end, thank goodness there's no increment. Praise you, my guardian angel. Well, it's not really guardian angel's idea. There's no increment. It's more like, was it Danny Wrench's idea? Don't know if I should be praising Danny. Should I be praising Danny? Should I, Hands? Should I be praising Danny? What do you reckon? Okay, so I'm coming in with queen over here, and he's on the other hand coming here. That's a good move. That's a good move. So I don't really want to go here and he go for this ending of takes. It doesn't. And what do I do? I mean, do I put a king on g2 now? Let's do that. It's an interesting idea. And if he takes, I go knight e2, and I've got rook b1. So this seems like I've got to do something with my king. So I'm just thinking here, wow, maybe. Now that his queen's over there, I wanted to go queenside, but not after his last one. And queen g4 is what I'm aiming for. So he very cleverly stops me doing that. Frustrating. And I can flick this in, but then my king is also suddenly looking really stupid. If I go here, okay, okie doke. What do we do? Do we go here? There's no tactics here. I don't know. What am I doing here, guys? What am I doing? Do we go all the way in still? Okay, I'm spending too much time. Just got to play a move. Like, not really convinced. So it's all about the king's safety, though. So let's put the bishop there and think about what to do next. Now, knight over to a4 does hit his queen, but what am I doing next? I'm not sure. So we could now bring it in here. It's probably as good as anything else. And if he moves his queen to the c file, we have this one. So his queen's come back, right? Now take, the knight comes in. Very sensible. Or takes and go for the c file. One of the advantages of getting the rooks connected is that I can, well, use them. You know, you've got to use those guys. And he's caused a little bit of problems now because he can't castle because of his knight. Is it time to move this? Okay, let's do it. D3 is a good square for the knight as well. Got to move quick again. And this is a good move, winning a pawn. So if he goes here, maybe I can take that one. I don't see why not. So a bit of pressure on the queen side now. A bit of pressure. Let's keep that focus. One of my biggest problems, I've probably got ADHD. I've been told this many times. I mean, if I could just get some Ritalin or whatever, I'd probably be like Magnus strength. But I don't like the idea of speed. Basically, it's speed, isn't it? We don't want any of that. Those days are gone. You know, the Motorhead days. Is it Ritalin they give you for ADHD? I don't know. I might be just talking out of my bottom. All right, so the queen's come here, and is there some tactical thing? I don't see it. So I'm going to go here, defending my rook and bringing the knight to a central square. Now I expect he should go here, of course. And now he's kind of forced to do this. And we will play for the ending, because these are issues in the ending. With a rook, if I wanted to go there, coming over here. Slightly better for me. But calm, casual, relaxing moves. It doesn't end up going well. Now here, g6. He wants to check me. Okay. This seems a very strange move. No, I don't like that move. What am I doing putting the king there? What is that? That's a really shit move. That is an absolute disgusting move. This was a good move. It just confused me a little bit. Can we flag 2 in a row? I think everyone thinks that I'm so slow they can play against me with 5 seconds on their clock. This is the thing. Now, if I move that knight, I guess he goes c5. But maybe I should have just done that anyway. And now there is... he wants to take here. But his knight gets trapped, yeah? No, it doesn't work. My knight defends, so here. If he comes back... now his rook is bloody stupid, no? So this is what I'm saying about the pawn. His pawn is horrendous, so he's got to do this and get that rook back in. But I'm a pawn up, so rook and pawn, a king and pawn ending should be good. Should be good. Is there any way you can? I mean, he doesn't. He can't come back because his rook's destitute. So just got to keep my cool. And then we get our 4 out of 4, just like I bloody told you. You got to. Did anyone believe me? Anyone? He's got 20 seconds as well. Can I bring? It's going to do for a simple plan. B5. Now my king comes over here. Get in there! Come on! We grind them, we grind them. We grind them like a piece of black pepper. Have that on your octopus. So, I think it was all right. I mean, okay, this is clearly winning now because my king is going to come in this way. So there's nothing you can do because his king's got to remain over here to stop Barry. And then the king's going to just la 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 la. Wonder, wonder, wonder. Why am I playing so quick? 4 out of 4. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Told you. I told you. So we're on 5.5. We still can get 8.5, which is my highest score ever. If we just get 3 out of 3. We had that horrible start. But you've got to keep the faith. And there's some good games there, I think. The Jobava London. It's in the GingerGM shop. Come on. Get the moolah out. Get it out. If you want to learn how to grind down Grandmasters in style with flair. And, of course, it was winning at the end. I think where it went very badly wrong for him, I think his position was okay. But suddenly, it starts to go wrong here. So I think my last move was bad. So, yeah, it is bad. So I should just start going here and start grabbing these ones. I did not want to give him any counterplay. So the point is, if I go rook here, I didn't want to give him this pawn. But it's a really crap pawn. So just have Harry. This is the amount of respect I have for Harry nowadays. I never used to have any regard. Well, I had a sort of weird relationship with Harry. You know, and the shrink told me, you got to look after the guy. You got to look after him. Just stop throwing him away. The guy means a lot to you. You know, you're throwing him away. You're breaking his heart. Breaking his heart. Don't do it. So this was not a move of, I mean, it confused my opponent. And all of a sudden, when I get my king here, it's suddenly very, very good because he has no good way of dealing with that. And his rook now is on the worst square possible. He's put it on this horrible square. I kick his knight back, and now, he's just lost. This pawn is going. And the way he played it might have been the best shout. And if he can get his rook back in the game, I've got some work to do. But if we stop his rook getting back in the game, this is an absolute killer. Generally, any ending where you're a king and pawn ending, I should say, where you're a pawn up and your opponent doesn't have a passed pawn, you're just going to win. And that's the case here. It takes time sometimes, but you're going to win. Okay, 3 to go. Now, I'm going to go and get 3 out of 3 now and get 8.5. All right? Okay, so 3 games to go. And it's A6 again. And we're playing a little bit of a legend here. Really strong player from Vietnam, who I was following in, I think, Tata Steel. He was playing. And we've got, well, an interesting version of the French here. And I think this is actually a pretty good version, because normally my knight's on this square in this variation. But it seems to now have found a better square. It seems to have found the F5 square, which is juicy. And we'll take this one now. He's taken with the knight. Interesting. Okay, now do we go bishop c5 or do we eliminate this one? I think we eliminate it and come in with a check and just play sensible chess here. This is a very normal move to play. And now let's castle and try to checkmate him with something along the lines of f6. Now, okay, I'm going to play it. Now, he probably wants to get rid of my knight. And I'm actually even thinking if I can take on e5 if he does that, which is an insane move. Bishop takes here. Is this anything? Takes knight g5. And I take his knight. Queen takes g5. Takes. Because I want to take with the rook. His bishop moves. And then am I just hallucinating? e5, e4. Okay, none of that bloody happened. Okay, we'll move the bishop to this diagonal because that lines up with his king. Now, oh God, he's giving me this option again. Here, the bishop comes back. I mean, how insane am I? Takes, bishop comes back. e4, knight e5. Okay, there's nothing there. I have to take it this way. Well, I mean, I think these things are kind of worth considering. And the danger I've got here is that his knight is going to become a very strong piece. But if I get my bishop to this square, then I'm going to be doing very well. So it's not... and this now gives me the option of playing rook here if he takes. So that was strange. And now there's another way I can get my bishop in the game. And he's played this very... But if he went knight takes, I was going to go rook takes, pawn takes, queen check, and then take on d4. And his king is very, very weak. So we're going to go here and play as such. Now, of course, this move is normal. Now, do we go Wild West chess? And h4, though. Or do we just play... This is annoying, this one, isn't it? Now here takes, pawn takes. Now g4, here, knight, here. Okay, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. Let's just do it. It's either shit or not. And I could have played much safer there with this kind of idea, but if he goes here, I want this, and I want rook takes e5. And hey ho, who knows? And this is again this a6 move, not to be underestimated. I mean, I think I'm not saying this is a good position, but because my king is ready to be ripped to shreds, but it's very likely it could be ripped to shreds. But okay, let's just calm down. Calm down and defend. Now, well, I have to move this at some point, right? Obviously, my favourite part of the game is defending. That's my fuck face. Now, bishop here. Okay. Oh, God, queen here. I take and take. We'll do something like that. I might have this one, rook here, to start exchanging. Got to keep an eye on this one. So rook f8 might be like my bailout here. There's also like counter-attacking ideas and bring this in, but it's only a check, so it's not so scary. I like rook f8 actually. Rook f8, and if he takes, I take with the queen. Got two bishops. Rock and roll, man. Now, if he comes in here, this is okay. It must be okay. Then do I take that one? And okay, wow, he's gone up. Now, do we do this and just play? we do this? So he wants here, yeah? Okay, I'm going to do this. Then he comes in here, no? This is the move. How do I stop this one? Must be a way to defend. Okay, let's just do this anyway, because I've got this as a counter-attacking idea if he comes in with a queen. Which I'm going to play and pray. Queen b6 as my backup. Now if he comes in, bishop takes here. Running out of time. If he comes in, is there anything else to stop this? Can't play it safe. I've got to go bishop takes d4. There's nothing else on the board there because this is too strong. Rook here, he takes here. Queen d7, he takes here. So he's gone for this. Okay, so I've got two bishops and it should be quite promising, this, I would have thought. But that could just be me overestimating the position. Okay, come on, let's play quick. So here, I don't want his rook coming in here. Here. Check. Did he see that check or did he just get lucky? Check, king here. Maybe he didn't see it. Check, king here, bishop here. There's a checkmate, so... Bugger, this is not so easy now. Ugh. Oh man, I'm spending way too much time. Can't see how I'm going to do this now. These rooks come around, come in. Should still be alright, but I've kind of freaked out a little bit, haven't I, since I got that good position. I mean, could I have taken on e5 there? I got king f4. I assumed that he was doing all right. So he's playing this, which is also very scary because his pawns are, well, they're strong, aren't they? So I've got to do this and hope that I'm holding. It's coming here now. Can I take that? Oh, can I, guys? Can I take it? No, I can't. So just this move. Or this. Well, it kind of felt like I was holding at some point, didn't it? But fuck this now. Fuck this. Okay, my time's gone as well. So oh, we played so well there for a lot of the game as well. Fuck. Well, we'll try to win the next two. 8.5. Say goodbye. And we got a very good opening. We've got a very good opening from this A6 stuff. We tricked him totally. And that makes it even more annoying. And I am not doing so well here, I have to admit. And maybe I should have just gone for this bishop c5. Okay, but later on, I mean, it's not. It's just about equal here. A little bit worse for me, I feel. Now, was there an option of going? No, it didn't work. Okay, I didn't think it worked. Had to do this. But now, it suddenly gets very complicated. So he sacked a piece here, but it felt to me that if I get my bishop in here, I was very happy with his position, but again, my judgment is different to the computers. This looks good for him, actually. He went here. Now bishop e6, king e3, and rook c8, going for a counterattack was good. And I think the point I missed, I played rook f8. It was a little bit panicky, yeah? The point I'm missing here is that I sort of saw, but I didn't play, is he can never go here because of this counterattack. So why am I just get another piece in the game, and rook c8 makes a lot of sense. Big threat. This would have won the game. Okay. Well, it was an interesting fight anyway. And we'll stick with Jobava London. Let's try to get 2 out of 2 now. Get to 7.5. That score, which I'm generally pretty happy with. Jobava London's been doing well, so we'll stick with it for now. And this is the Jobava. And I don't know. I'm just going to play normal moves. Knight f3. And c5 often comes in this line. I think this is actually quite a good idea. I'm going to prepare the c3 move. And again, it's probably about even, this position. Most likely. I might even should have taken that so his knight doesn't centralize. But I can use the central squares. And at some point, I can try to transfer a rook around. You know, you never know. But it should be about even this, of course. I shouldn't have too much of an advantage. I've got a nice central knight, but my other knight, not happy. So do we now try to get rid of the other knight? Or do we just play f3? Let's... Okay, we'll play f3. And think about what next. Rook d1. Just so there's hinting ideas of opening the d file. Now taking... Maybe I should be playing. Okay, it's a risky positional move. Let's do it. Let's take it. Let's just see. And then next, I want to decide this. So he's got a decision to make. He can take here. Can I take on d6? Takes here. Take on c7. Take here. And I think he's doing well there. So after takes, I probably should just take back. And then, okay, so I think I should just not try to get carried away with anything. And I'm just going to move my king because... All right, so he's got this. So do I have to play? Okay, so we have to play here anyway. And after taking, I should take with the queen because I know those endings with c takes and c file can be bad. And this is, again, it's about even, this position, I would imagine. I need to centralize the king. And he can try to do a minority attack on this area of the board. And I can try pushing, obviously, on the other area. So this is all quite normal. Good move there. And now we're trying to distract that rook. Again, still about even, I feel, this position. Not much happening so far. If he takes... I would have thought I've got some chances because my king's more active. If he moves his rook back and he tries to come this way, that's a bit scary. So he's taken, which surprised me. Now, is he thinking of going g5? But I don't think I can ever be worse now because my king. So he's closed it down. So it feels to me that this should be quite good. Now here takes, king takes. Let's do that. And the king can try to get in here, but... He's got a6. And it's most likely just a draw now. Don't think there's much really happening, is there? He goes a5, and there's no entry points anywhere in the position. He can come this way, I can come this way, but it should be a draw, really. And how do you offer a draw? Okay. Oh, you can't offer a draw until move 40. That's okay, fair enough. I mean, see, black can't come in this way. I can't come in this way. So the only way one of us is going to win, and it's still possible to blunder, well, I'm very good at that, is coming in around here, but it's unlikely. I don't know why do they have that rule that you can't draw before move 40? It's Title Tuesday. If people want to like add enough and they will go down the pub, just let him go down the pub. I suppose he's a little bit. I've got to be a little bit careful with this. He goes king here. I'll go here. And is this one an attempt at winning? Takes king here. Here check. King here. Here. Yeah, I could lose that. Take. He's going g5. So if I go here, comes over. H4 there. Oh, it's a little bit of care is needed. So if I go here, if he goes g5, I go g4, and then we just sit and wait, probably. I mean, it should be a draw, but I'm probably going to fuck this up, aren't I? The way I'm going. And I mean, he can lose as well, because if he ever allows me to take, I've got the connected pass pawn. So takes, take. Okay, I have to take with a king takes check. Am I butchering this? Because it takes an h5. Well, then I go here, right? Here. Wow, could lose this, right? Oh, man. Fucking hell. Here. Takes. Not as easy as I thought, was it? Oh, mate. It's terrible. This king's coming across, and I think I'm just losing, aren't I? Am I just losing this ending? Oh, very depressing, this last segment. I don't see how I'm not losing this ending now. It's got h4 coming. So if he goes h4 here, okay, I have to try this. h4. I don't have a good waiting move though, do I? It's losing. Fucking losing. Jeez. Oh. I have to look where I went wrong there. That was very badly played there. I just relaxed far too soon. And this is just gone. It's been gone for a while because it's too far advanced. This king comes in. Well, we're gonna have to fight to try and get a positive score in the last round. But I'm just thinking if there's any way I can defend. I mean, I can't see it because his king is just coming in now. Here, takes, here, takes. He takes this one and he wins. Yeah, I'm gonna resign. Fucking hell. Yeah, my attempt at no swearing went so well, didn't it? That was really badly played ending, king and pawn ending. You have to be very careful, and I just relaxed. Good lesson there. Don't relax too soon. Let's see where I just played g3. I sort of still had in mind that I can try to win this by taking here and using this pawn, but it's way too optimistic. And this one here, I suddenly have to be very careful, and the move I played loses. It's not that obvious. I shouldn't kick myself too much, but I have to take here. And then after this, play a4. It's actually a little bit tricky. So the best way to draw is just play g3. And something like here, can I just sit and wait now? Like this? If he ever plays this, I just go here, draw. And if he goes here, can I just sit and wait? This is very easy. Takes here, I just sit and wait. So this was really bad not to draw that one, but okay. Chances before. Well, it felt like this ending, when I say I can never lose, I can lose anything. I made a big mistake now going c4 because I've got no winning chances there. I know it's one of the computer's top moves, but it's a bad move. I want to keep this as an option just so I have winning chances. So, for example, if his king starts coming this way, maybe there'll be some clever b3 and c4. Keep it flexible. So I was originally going to play a4, and this would be a much better move. Just try to keep things, keep my options open over there. I might be able to play b4, a5 at some point. Keep some sort of ideas. So, number of mistakes there. We've got one more game. Let's try to finish on a plus point. It's been a bit of a roller coaster again. Crap start, great middle, and probably a crap end. Even if I win, it's not going to be an amazing end, but we want a plus score, 6.5. And you know, I need to start well to get 8.5. I think that's what we need. We need to have a strong start, no flagging, no messing around. And even that last game against the Vietnamese player should have done better there as well. It's just obviously at this level, it's the difference with it's one move in blitz, and they're not obvious moves. But I'm making excuses now, and I shouldn't do that. So stop it, Simon. Any games going on? No, the next round. Can we just start now? No more waiting. Hopefully it's going to start soon. And next round starting soon. So at the top, I'm going to look at score. Chess Fighter. Who is Chess Fighter? Another player from Vietnam, Dao Kong Du. And you have, okay, the game's okay, right. Well, let's play f4. I haven't done f4 for a while, so we get one birds in and let's try to get some magic on the board in this one. Let's try to create some mayhem at least. Now I'm going to play this move. I actually remember in the pre-computer days my dad looking at this move, and it just is a weird move. So it's probably not a very good move, but it's a little bit different. So I'm just trying to do something different in this last game. My opponent's picked a very solid setup here. And we'll go for double fianchetto. This is the kind of nonsense that the great Dane, I was going to say Lasker, but Bent Larsen, not Lasker, I knew it was an L, would do. The great Dane, Denmark's strongest ever player. Can I go here? This is an interesting move because this seems a little bit of a target. Okay, the Great Dane would play this kind of weird stuff over here as at times. Now, is he thinking of here? And I resign. Oh my god! I've got d4. Oh, I've only just seen this move, knight here or knight here. I took that pawn without thinking. And I've suddenly realised, oh my god, he's got one of these two moves. I take the bishop, queen f2. Oh. I didn't realise. Had I known that, I'd have just gone e3 last move. But I'm going to have to play d4 and beg with my trousers around my ankles here that I can survive. Because this is not really. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not much fun, is it? I won't be doing this experiment again. The 1A6 experiment. I hope you're paying attention to that. Like I say, if you want to know the theory of that, go to Chess Publishing, and I think their articles are free. Chesspublishing.com, and look at their the John Watson French article. The thing with Chess Publishing, there's an article that comes out every month by a specialist in their opening field, and they look at all the latest games, and that goes back 25 years. So you've got 25 years of annotated games. But I found that article very interesting with A6 and then going into a French. So hence why I've been experimenting with it today. Okay, so this is not awe-inspiring stuff that I'm doing because I forgot about this. And I'm kind of lucky just to be in the game. But I might be at least surviving now because I can castle. I'm going to castle. And is my opponent going to try to do something really clever like E5? Well, it might be a good move. I'm going to let my opponent worry about that. And I'm going to stop this one. I'm playing so defensive. You'll never see me play this defensive ever again. And at some point, I want to take this pawn. So my opponent wisely is now making exchanges. And they're all coming off. And he's coming over here, attacking this. And we will come in, defend that. Problem with b4, he gets a square. You've got to be very careful giving squares away. And I'm most likely a little bit worse here. But as you've seen, in the grand scheme, this is so exciting, this game, is it? Such an exciting game. And now maybe I can go b4. Should we do that now? Let's do it. Because I have now 3 pieces covering c4, and he only has 2. So I'm not threatening maybe to take that knight, though, because of my bishop. So he's got a move to find something, but I don't know what move he can play here. Okay, so moves the bishop back, and he could have taken there as well, right? So if I take, okay, we'll just take it. He takes the knight, and we'll just try and improve the position. Now this is the kind of move which he should be thinking about playing, and then I will go here, and then he'll go here, and he plays it a bit too passive there. So I'm going to use that square. Now taking would give me a fantastic bishop, so he doesn't want to open up my bishop. I don't know if I want to go knight to d7. Bit of a grindy. I really want to get to a plus score in Title Tuesday. He plays this move. This is a good move, but now it's probably time to hit the queen. If he goes queen c7, this check, king g. Okay, so he finds a good square. Now I like my knight, but I don't have a choice here because he's taken out. I have to give up the knight. And now the way to play against your opponent's knights, he's got this beautiful square here. This is really scary, actually, if he gets his piece there. But it's my move. And he's okay, so I've got to try and pin that knight if it comes there. Now queen here. He's going to slowly maneuver his knight around. It looks very scary. Do I have to eliminate the knight? Okay, well, I'll pin it. And now I've got a big decision. I think I have to eliminate it, yeah? Now, queen b4, I've really badly calculated that. I'm playing very badly now. Queen b4 I saw, and I just thought I could take it. Stupid last move of mine. Again, these one little moves I'm playing, and you give the game away. And now I'm in a lot of trouble because this queen has entered the building. Right, we'll just play here. There's always another Title Tuesday. Oh, why do I do it to myself? Why do I put myself through this torturous thing each week? At some moments, I quite enjoy it. At other moments, I'm going to get mate. I don't care. We'll come up the board like a brave little king we are. At other moments, I just wonder what I'm doing this. I mean, but I have had some enjoyable moments, and that is the roller coaster of life. Now, if he checks me, I have to come up. And the reason I've done this is because all the other lines looked extremely bad for me. So it felt like I had to try something like this. Now, if he takes, this is probably losing. Remember that rule I had about the king and pawn ending being a pawn down? I just feel that should be losing. He'll take it and go f6 and get past pawn. So if he takes, I'm going to have to take on b7 and rely on the b pawn and rely on not getting mated. He can, of course, take a draw here, but maybe he should in his time, and we both get a plus score. Okay. And I expect he's winning somehow here, but I guess we've both had enough. And the way to win is... It's not actually that clear. He's got to go check. Now, I was going to go to h4. Not sure what Dimps is. Now he goes here. And now let's say I go here. Oh, he's sneaking around. And if I go here, he goes here. Right. Well, look, we finished on a plus score. There were some moments. That's all I can say. There were some moments. Do like and subscribe. Hopefully, no matter how painful it is to watch me sometimes, it's painful to play. There is a bit of enjoyment, and you can see that just one time we're going to do something magical in this. You know, I've been doing this for years. We've got years to go, and one time we're just going to crush it. One time, not this time, but one time. Do help me get to 100,000 subscribers. Do like and subscribe. Cheers. Thank you for being my buddies, and cheers, buddies. Until next time, and I'll buy you a beer if I see you.